walking through Secaucus across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got one last present under the tree, our final Monday Nighter of the year, between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Jets. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence steps away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Jets at 9-6 now, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They go play action with Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown, then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in position to score points with that big-time return.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Clinton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On 1st down, Clinton. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down. Clinton. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Let's go now.
And it's caught. He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the 1st down. He did not. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the end zone, Watson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Here's Bradley Pena now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5.
And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They go play action now. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 2nd down now, Clinton. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they... And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
80 weapon.
They'll keep it on the ground. Clinton, he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Robert Tonyan, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from taking the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the... That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a 2nd down run with... And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Watson now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Now Watson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll go down at the 28. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him, but forced that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now it's Watson. And he wisely will throw that one away. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half,
Good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 29, Watson.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And that's complete to Sanders. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. From the 50, it's Watson.
Gets this to Waller on the crossing route.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it.
There he goes, left side. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll try the left side. Clinton. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
127 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
On second down, Clinton, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Come on, check.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Lawrence will throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They run the counter. Clinton, and he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On play action, Lawrence. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. On 2nd down now, Clinton. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On the ready.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So a big one coming here for Kymie Fairbairn. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and they bring the deficit back down to 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw, Watson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Watson. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. To throw is Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Jets are right back in this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 44, Lawrence, flush to his right.
That one finds Pierce right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Come on, set. Hey, you.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
Lawrence. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
Mixon with a first down carry. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. Clinton. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Slot man moves right.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
And he fires one incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if in it.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
On 2nd down, Clinton. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now, Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Here we go, here we go. Ready to go.
A final shot now for Lawrence. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Paulson Adebo, and the Raiders are going to